In this video, we're going to learn about affixes. Affixes are parts of a word that are attached to the word to change something about it. And we'll be talking about both prefixes and suffixes. Let's start with the prefix. Prefix is a part of a word that comes at the beginning. And it's usually something that changes the meaning of the word. Let's look at a few examples. You might actually already be familiar with some prefixes. Some prefixes can change something to negative. Some prefixes can mean that something means before or after. So I want you to take a moment and think about these examples. And can you think of the prefixes that might come before these words to change the meanings? Go ahead and pause the video and give yourself some time to think about what prefixes might come before these words. Okay, that was fast. Here we go. Let's review some of the answers that you might have come up with. So you might have said unhappy. Un is a prefix that means not. So when I add un to happy, unhappy, that means not happy. Maybe you said review, like review the homework. Re is a prefix that means to do again. So review means to view again. Or maybe you came up with the prefix pre. Pre is a prefix that means before. So preview something means to kind of look at it a little bit before you actually look at it carefully, to just get a little bit of a feeling of what it's about. Maybe you came up with incorrect. In means not, so incorrect means not correct. You might have come up with misspell. MIS is a prefix that means wrong, so misspell means to spell incorrectly or to spell wrongly. Impossible. Im is another prefix that means not, so impossible just means not possible. And then you might have come up with a disagree. Dis is a prefix that kind of means the opposite or to go against. So if you disagree, you do not agree. Let's talk now about suffixes. A suffix is a part of a word that comes at the end. And usually the suffix changes the part of speech of the word. In other words, it changes it from being a noun, an adjective, an adverb, a verb, to another part of speech. Sometimes, though, a suffix can change the meaning. Let's try some examples. So again, I want you to think about what suffixes do you know that you think might come at the ends of these words to either change the part of speech or to change the meaning. And go ahead and pause the video to try and think of some examples. Okay, great job. Let's review and let's come up with some things that you might have thought of. There might be more possibilities, but these are just some really common suffixes. So maybe you came up with ER as a suffix for teacher. Teach as a verb. ER is a noun suffix to change a verb into the person who does that action. So teach, teacher, the person who teaches. Another common noun suffix is ist, also a person noun. So we have art, and then we add ist and we get a person who does art. So we change a noun to a person noun. Happy is an adjective. If we add NESS, that can change it to a noun, but you'll notice we have to change the spelling. So we have to change the Y to the I, happiness, taking an adjective to a noun. Educate is a verb, and if we add TION, we get a noun, but again, we have to change the spelling a little bit here, take away the E and add that ION to take a verb from a noun here. Humor is a noun. And if I add OUS, that will change it to an adjective form. So OUS is an adjective ending. And then lastly, speed. You might actually I'm not sure what you might have done with this one. You might have had different possibilities. But what I came up with was adding meter, the suffix meter. Meter actually changes the meaning, not the part of speech. So meter means an instrument that you use to measure. So if I have speed, how fast you are going, and I add meter, speedometer is an instrument used to measure speed. All right, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you can post to the discussion board or send me an email.